beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. I don't know what to call this video. I was packing today, and in order to procrastinate and take a break, I was like, Jess, you should do that video you've been thinking about doing for like a month right now. Basically, I have noticed that this eyeshadow color's everywhere. Everywhere. It just won't stop. And you're gonna know what I'm talking about if you're in the eyeshadow know. Blue, brown, green, burgundy duochromes. They're everywhere. I had no idea just how much everywhere there were until I accumulated in my makeup in my makeup collection. Basically, these shadows, like, they're kind of the same, but not really. So I thought I would, like, show them to you, swatch them, see just how different or similar they are. I don't know. I haven't done this before. I've used all these eyeshadows before, but I haven't put them side by side on my hand. So I just wanted to do this. If you hear any noise wrestling in the background, it's the puppy. I'm alone, puppy sitting. Such fun things to do before I go back. Okay, so I'm going to start with the shadow slash pigment that I think kind of started off this trend, and that is MAC's Blue Brown Pigment. Blue and brown pigment is described as brown with a blue-green pearl. Another shade that I think falls into this category is Urban Decay Lounge. And Lounge is described as a brick red with a green shift. Here's Lounge. I definitely think that Lounge has more of a green in it, but these are definitely similar colors. Like, having my hand out here, you can't tell the difference. So the next one I have is by Makeup Geek, and it's the Insomnia Pigment. I'm looking off because I have this list right here. Insomnia is described as a dark chocolate brown duochrome with blue and teal reflex. So this one definitely has less of a brown burgundy notice because it is described as a dark chocolate brown, whereas the others kind of come off as burgundy as the undertone. What? Okay, so she's barking at a bag that she peed on that I threw out there. Just whatever. So the next shade I have for you is by ColourPop Cosmetics, and it is from the Metamorphosis palette, which was a collaboration with Coffee Break with Danny, and this shade is Kindness. Kindness is described as a warm red-brown undertone with a gold, green, and blue duochrome. And this is the first one that I'm noticing that does have quite a difference compared to the last three I swatched. So there you have Kindness. It is definitely different from these other three above it. The next shade I have is by Buxom, and it's quite new, and it's called No Faux. And No Faux is described as an iridescent snake skin. Really, Buxom? You couldn't come up with a better description for that? Because I live around snakes, and ain't no snake skin looks like this. So this one is definitely similar to all the other ones except for Kindness. There you have No Faux. This next shade I have is by Kat Von D, and it's called On the Road. And On the Road is described as brown with green shift. Definitely some more green going on there. It definitely does compare to the others, but not Kindness. More close to Insomnia and Lounge and Blue Brown, except it definitely has more of like a different shade of green than the other ones pull off. The next shadow I have is by NARS, and it's a new one I got, and I think it's pronounced Pacify. I don't freaking know. But here it is. This is definitely not what it looks like on the photo. It's definitely like not how it looks. Pacify is described as a shimmering peacock burgundy. It can be passed off as these. It's still in the same family, if that makes any sense. The next one is by Wet n Wild, and it's in the Comfort Zone palette. When you're looking at it, it's on the right side of the palette, and it's the last one. It's a definer shade. These don't have names, I believe. And I think this one has been talked about the most in comparison to MAC's Blue Brown. But this is pretty amazing for a drugstore shadow. The last one I have, God, that stunk days don't get boxers. Their gas is like 1,000 times worse than a normal dog's. Any other breed, I mean, whatever. The last shadow that I have that falls into this blue, brown, burgundy, green category is from a Morphe palette I just got. This is the 35T palette. It's their taupe palette. I love it. And first row, third one down. This one definitely matches Kindness more than the other ones. So yeah, that definitely is more kind of a dupe for Kindness. But Kindness has a really, really nice pearl sheen. And this one doesn't. It's kind of like a satin finish, I would say. And I found 3 more eyeshadows that kind of sound like they'll go into this family, but I don't have them, but I thought I would share it with you in like a picture that I found online. So here you have ColourPop Cosmetics Bay, which is described as a rich eggplant with emerald and turquoise glittery duochrome. Next you have MAC Cosmetics Boom Boom, which is described as a light burgundy with emerald sparkle. This eyeshadow comes from Butter London, and it was packaged with another shadow in this wardrobe set where you can create your own palette. And this shade is called Plume, and it's described as a chameleon sheen. I swatched it the other day at Ulta, and it totally reminded me of MAC's Blue Brown Pigment. It reminded me more of No Faux Pas, or No Faux from Buxom. So there you go. There are some other eyeshadows out there. These are the most done duochrome shades I have seen. I know, makeup people, that we can get something that is a duochrome that doesn't have anything to do with the green and burgundy. Maybe it is because blue and brown and green and burgundy, they work really well together. They're complementary. But I think we can find more complementary shades to make these kind of duochrome eyeshadows continue, because I love them. I don't need 9 of them. There you go. These are my thoughts. My favorite one out of these is definitely Kindness by ColourPop and No Faux by Buxom. I love them all, but recently I have been using Kindness and No Faux like non-stop, and that was what kind of got me thinking about what other ones are out there. So I hope that was helpful. If you want me to compare other shadows with each other, let me know. Give me a color. And I know that eyeshadows can always look the same, but this is such a unique shade that of course it's being copied or reproduced, and I don't know, it just seems like this shade is showing up everywhere. So that's what I have to say about this. And if there's any videos you want me to do, let me know. If there are any college talk videos, like if you have questions about college, about art school, I go to the Academy of Art University. If you want me to talk about that, let me know. I'm a screenwriter. If you want me to talk about that, let me know, because I am starting college soon, and I thought that might be helpful. If you guys have any questions and you don't have anywhere to go to ask them, put questions down below. I'll do a video about it. I got you back. Yeah, I think that's it for this video. So many shadows. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to love others, but first and foremost, always love yourself. Bye!